Hey, g'day traders, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. Giving another crypto update. Matic's been having a lot of attention for a number of reasons and still should be. I'm going to give you my overall assessment and likely areas of interest for entering for another long-term trade. So what we have here is my belief that we have a 1 and a 2, 3, 4, and a 5, somewhere up there with a continuation button. So this macro structure is a Wyckoff reaccumulation structure, and we can see some of the breakdown, basically a rising wedge, and then breakdown to the neckline of the previous support, and then we have this bounce of some sort. Now, what this looks like, if we look at it closely, is a bit of weakness, to tell the truth. Now, looking at this chart, let's look at this one here. I thought about it a bit. Now, from a Wyckoff perspective, um, this fits the model. That's our secondary test. This is our spring. And if we were to use this level of confluence, so we had support there, a bit of support there. Yep, we break them through. That's okay. So this blue range is our next area of interest to go into if it comes down that far. The other Wyckoff model is somewhere around here. Okay, just below or just around here in this range, this pocket here, which is a deeper 786 level. And if you're not sure, that's going to, we'll see the formation here. And if it comes below this level, and then we see find support, and then we see this a reaccumulation structure of some sort, and it breaks above, that's your entry. So if this was to come down, that will be entry. I do see this area being support, is the 618 level. So we have this structure, and it could turn out to be something else as well. So we've got to be flexible in our thoughts. And so if we were to have this structure, give us a sec. Let's see how we do this. That doesn't help, because then I can't use it. All right, let's do this. Put that in there. Where's the other one? Okay. So we've got a range, macro range. I'll pick this because of the 0.382. And so if this was to come down to this level, then roughly what we have is a boarding wedge of some sort. And this could go any direction. Yep. So what's that one there? We can get rid of that. So if price was to come down to the 618 level, we can still apply this. And there's that possible scenario where it goes up and then back down again. Maybe even further up. But it doesn't surprise me it could go up to there. Or we get rejection and we come further down, and then we have that cycle. So it could come down here or the other way around. Some position, that formation of some sort for the Wyckoff model. But you can see how we look at this as a Wyckoff accumulation. Now, what's a caveat for this to happen? We already dropped below this. We dropped this moving average. Until we recover that, we're not going to be bullish. You can see this other moving average, that's roughly there. It's acting as resistance. So we've got a bit of resistance. So if this was to break this level, we can be bullish. Yep. So that's what I'm looking for at the moment. But I don't think that's going to happen. What I do feel like is this model here, some sort. Just a rising wedge or channel And if it's got one more bounce in it, which I don't think so, because this was a clear shorting position, strong shorting position for whatever reason, and there was a 0.5 of some sort. So we if we count this, it's our 1. So actually this is more like this. It's a sec. I do feel like this is going to be a rejection and then come down, and we find another support. This level, we're in this micro structure at the moment. From the big picture perspective, we don't know if it's going to come down or not. This is a lot of support, and so I do see this level as support again. Now, would that be in line with our total 3? So total 3 is our alt season chart. I do feel like this is going to just go up there and then come back down. Now, we've got this structure here as well. This line, if this line was to act as support, then that's bullish. So we have this macro trend line. If we break it from above this or break through it, and then we break this level, that's alt season. So it's that triangle that we're looking at to break to the upside. Worst case scenario, it comes back down, and then we get the last spring for the alts. So this alt season is still in a range. It has not broken the accumulation. We had our selling climax, maybe? Or is this the one? I'm not sure. That one was a direct drop. Maybe that was our selling climax. And that's our automatic rally and up thrust. So we might come back down. Alt season is going to start from there. And then we break up. I do see that happening. So if that's the case, if that is the case where this is our macro structure of some sort, and it's looking like a rising wedge, which is nasty because, and usually it does be the case. This one's not the cleanest, but you can see how I do see like that this is going to drop. The alt season is nowhere near, and I do feel like this is a 1, 2. You could still do that. That's one position, or come back down for secondary test and up, and that could be like W 1, 2, 3 of some sort. If you look at this macro picture, this level, these trend lines, that could be the level or further down, and that fits the wedge as well. So off seasons like that, if that was aligned with the Matic and that bottom hits the off season bottom, where it is, if that's the bottom or that's the where we're seeing a return, then we can say that's the level or further down. We just got to see where that aligns with. But if we get this, that's definitely a good entry. This area will be definitely a good entry if it comes down to it. That's what I have. Now, in terms of the other chart with against Bitcoin, it's already doing it. So we're in this macro structure. Similarly, I do see it coming down or coming down further. And we've already started, guys. So it's probably worth shorting. Probably worth shorting till it gets down to here. Yeah, against Bitcoin, it makes sense. So if Bitcoin's to go up, and we've got the Bitcoin dominance chart that I think we haven't discussed yet. That's not it. Where is it? Where is it? Bitcoin dominance. Monthly. Bitcoin dominance on the monthly, you can see it's going up. And my thoughts are that will hit this level and then come back down. And so Bitcoin dominance on the monthly is bullish. We've got some reference points here. There's going to be strong resistance. And then we've got these other levels here where it could mean that's where we find resistance as well. Well, that's probably the target. Yep. We have this strong level, and that's where I think we're going to get rejection. This is the 200 moving average, I think. Just a sec. Yep, 200 weekly. So we are likely to head for that and get a rejection and come back down. And that fills into this trend line as well, potential trend line. So this area, I do see like we confluence for shorting or getting alt season. So I do believe Bitcoin dominance is going to go up. This is my area of resistance or target based on these structures. Make sense? So if we go to the weekly, yeah, see how that's strong on the weekly, bullish candle, still trying to break above it, might get a pullback a bit a little shorter. Now, one thing that we should look at is the tether dominance. See how that's going. If we get a good sign here, no, okay, that's optimism, and it's not what I wanted. Damn it. Didn't quite save it. That's what I wanted. Oh, geez, it went all the way up. Yep. So it's pulling back down again. And that's our 618. My chart didn't save, but anyway. So get that. So the 618, bounce off that. We're in the range. We need to stay below this level. Previous resistance. So if we could just get blocked there and then come back down, that'll be a good sign that we're going to go bullish. We want to see that happen. Again, we need to break this level. That'll be bull market. Nowhere near yet. Tether's up there. So Bitcoin, let's see, how's Bitcoin going? So S&P 500 just went really strong. Bitcoin also bounced accordingly based on the 1 hour. Yeah, there we go. So Bitcoin's has found support there, but I still feel like it's going to come down more. Nice low rejection there, coming back down on the 1 hour. So the 4 hours looks bearish, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's a level of interest. However, our main interest level of support for Bitcoin is this level. So you might retest it. Might keep going. Let's see our Fibonacci. 618. So you might just find support there. However, the other one is a 0.5. See the resistance. There we go. So hopefully we can just find some support here. Otherwise, so we retested there. We shouldn't come down all the way there. But anyway, we'll see that. If we break this level, guys, we're going to come back all the way here again. Or even further for liquidity, just underneath that. There's another chart for that. And this is here. We talked about this in our channel, buying zone. And we bounced up, but I didn't quite break this level. Here's my liquidity area. So if there's a possibility that this still comes back down and then does that. So this liquidity is where all the stop losses are for this move to the upside. Otherwise, we are potentially going to come back down, hit this liquidity level, which is all stop losses, maybe even to that one there, and get that. But see, this one came but it didn't cover this level here. So there's still probably stop losses here that this didn't get. And so that's another possibility. But the SP500 might dictate what's going on. But this is looking bullish, very bullish. A bit not ordinary, out of the norm. It's bounce off the 21 monthly moving, the daily, 21 to 14. Okay. 14 moving average for whatever reason I had that for. But there we go. Am I keep talking? I do feel like this is going to come down. And breaks that, guys, I would say you should short. This is a rising channel, not looking the best. And let's see, last bit. What is that? RSI telling us on the daily? Bearish divergence. Yeah, definitely bearish divergence. That's just bounce support. But you can see, let's see, here we go. Okay, we found support there. But if we lose this, we're going to come back down here. So that goes for now. Some sort. I do feel like we're going to come back down here. This is definitely a support line. One touch, two touch, third touch. We might get a bounce. But this is coming down, guys. This is even here. Bearish flag. That's a bearish flag there. That's 1, 2, 3. I do feel like we're going to come down. And we are losing. This is a 3-day chart. Let's look on the daily. Yeah, look at that. It's dropping a lot. Okay. Might look for a trade. And I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon. Cheers.